This is a very interesting story. You might have heard it before. I'll go through it again. Now, one person came to Imam Malik ibn Anas rahimahullah ta'ala. And he said to Imam Malik rahmatullahi alayhi, he's asking him, but he's basically trying to inform him more or less. He said, where should I put my ihram on from? Min ayna uhrim? Where should I put my ihram on from? So Imam Malik rahmatullahi alayhi, he said, well, the best bit to perform your ihram is from where? Where the Prophet put on his ihram. And where did the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam put his ihram on? Dhul Hulayfa. So he said, min Dhul Hulayfa. So he said, I want to put my ihram on from the Masjid Nabawi. So Imam Malik said, La tafal. Don't do this. So he said, Inni uridu an uhrima min al-masjid min ind al-qabri. I want to do what? Put ihram on, not only from the masjid, I put my ihram on, perform my 2 rakats, and start my talbiyah from the qabr of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So what I did, like, I thought a blessed journey of Hajj and Umrah, wherever it was, Hajj or Umrah, and I'm going to start it from where? Not only from Masjid Nabawi, but from where? From the qabr of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So I had a brilliant idea. So Imam Malik said, La tafal. Inni aksha alayka al-fitna. Yes? And he says, what do you mean a fitna? What kind of fitna is this? And he goes on, but he says, it's only, innama hiya amyalun aziduha. It's only a few miles I'm adding on. If I do Dhul Hulayfa to Madinah Munawwara, it's only a few miles. It's even within it's just outside of the mountain range of Madinah Munawwara. It's like, why? What's the big deal? So Imam Malik rahmatullah, they gave a very, very profound answer. He said that what greater fitna can there be than that you think or you assume that you were able to deduce a fadila and an action greater than what the Sahaba before you concluded. That Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and all the companions, all of them before you, the first qarn, the Sahaba have all gone, and nobody had this idea. And there was a da'i for this. Like, it's obvious for them. And despite nobody ever done this. And you come to try to say that now what? You can do what? You want to do something better than what they have done. So again, the bid'ah is not a bid'ah, and that it's not something you just jump onto. Bid'ah has a lot of technicalities, a lot of details, a lot of nuances. So without studying it in detail, don't try to give fatwa on everybody. But the principle that we learn from here is be very careful in regards to deen. Don't try to overdo deen. Keep it as natural as it is. Yes. And based on this, you see that Imam Malik rahmatullah had a lot of foresight in regards to this. But worrying about people trying to do too much and then end up causing change. That's why Imam Malik rahmatullah alayhi, what's his opinion regarding the 6th fast of Shawwal? It's makruh. So the reason, like obviously some people, I think Imam Malik rahmatullah alayhi and the early Hanafiya, they said that the 6th fast of Shawwal is makruh. Now the later people said, no, this is the hadith comes so you can keep it. But if you look at this, right? Let me tell you another story. There's one person, so I was talking to him. So we were just talking, and he was not someone I know, but like one of the workers, the builders. So he said that today is the Biji Eid, Gujarati. I said, what do you mean by Biji? Biji means second. I said, what? I don't understand what you mean by Biji Eid. What's second Eid? So he said, in Gujarati, he said to me, do you know after Ramadan you keep the 6th fast? I said, yes. So the 6th fast finished yesterday. So today we have another Eid in our house. You get it? So now this is a person, a normal layman, and his mom. So now, you see how they've done what? So it's nothing wrong. They kept 6 fasts, and it was right after Ramadan, like another. You see how slowly it starts to build up. Do you understand? So even though the hadith is there, and you should keep 6 fasts in Shawwal or anytime throughout the whole year, according to different opinions. But you see the reason why Imam Malik and Abu Hanifa said no. That if you say, well, that's why the ulama probably say what? The best way to keep the 6 fasts of Shawwal is don't keep it straight after Ramadan, and don't keep it together. Because why? Over generations, what's going to happen? It could morph the form of Ramadan. And obviously we've got a lot of ulama, a lot of books and everything. So the possibility that happen is probably, hopefully, inshallah, less. But in places where there's not a lot of ulama, where there's not a lot of knowledge, it can easily, within a generation or two, what could happen? It morphs from them to 36 days. And that becomes, you have 2 Eids or something. You understand? That's the reason behind them having this masala. It's makruh. Because of the worry that if you try to do this, you could see that the form changes. So yes, you keep 6 fasts, but maybe not straight after Ramadan. Separate, don't keep the one after the other. Make it very clear, it's not part of Ramadan, it's separate. You could keep it after Shawwal as well, according to some of the ulama, because they say what is a qiyas. That was 30 fasts in Ramadan, plus 6 outside is 36. 36 outside 10 is what? 360 is a whole year. You understand? So that's why we need to be very, very careful in regards to this. Again, don't go jumping around on anybody saying this is bid'ah, because bid'ah has a lot of nuances, a lot of things. But this is some of the foresight of the ulama. You understand? And I tell the story as well. Me and my cousin, Mana Omar, when we were younger, for some reason, I don't know why, in Barbados, I don't know if it's changed now, they would have the lights on. So whoever opens the masjid for Fajr, they would on the light, pray the sunnah, and when the Jamaat starts to off the light. Yes? And then after Fajr Salah, they were on the light again. So when we were kids, we were, I don't know, about 12, 13. Mullah Abdul Hafiz Makki, rahimahullah. He's also the Khalifa of Shaykh, rahmatullah alayhi. He came to Barbados. And I remember that Salah because he was there and he was crying a lot in the Salah. But he had the light on. So he thought he was going to off the light on, keep the light on. So when we came a bit later, we came to the masjid and the light was on. We were shocked. That like, how come the light's on? So because we didn't study, we didn't have Qudu, because we didn't have all the books that you had and all that. So to us, like it's not even an issue that people think about. But kids growing up thinking, oh, you have to off the light in Fajr. You can't have the light off for whatever reason. We don't know what the reason behind it is. It's like, oh, that's how it is. So you see how a small thing can change people's thoughts and understanding. Like it's like we just thought that, well, you can't on the light in Fajr, whatever the reason is. We just thought that's why it's like. You understand? So that's why we're very, very careful to. People can misunderstand things can morph and change, and the form of deen can be disfigured. But also along with that, you have to be very careful before you label something as bid'ah, because there's a lot of details, a lot of nuances, a lot of things to consider in that. But the summary is, just, again, you learn general aphorisms and general rules here. There's no fatwa here. Is that be very careful, and deen is very simple. You have the fara'id, and as many nawafil as you want. And there's enough nawafil. There's nawafil salah, there's nawafil sawm, there's nawafil sadaqah, there's nawafil umrah, hajj, tawaf, there's dhikr. There's multiple nawafil. So you don't always have to try and look for something extraordinary. Even what the Prophet has given us is enough. Yes? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us a bit of subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka.